Good evening, everybody. My name is Vice Admiral J.L. Galloway, your Fleet 31 commanding officer. Tonight I am joined by Rear Admiral Jenny Hay, my co-host. And of course, we're always joined by Captain Scott Sterling, our community manager, and our special guest tonight, Robert Reyes, from his show known as,
The Promenade Podcast.
which is aired what days?
We drop Fridays.
On Fridays. Scott, can we get a link to that later? Or
Sure.
put it in there when we can? Thank you.
Mm.
So,
Yes,
tonight's
Scott,
show...
do your job.
No, we're
I
going to be
see
nice
how
to
it
Scott.
is.
We're going to be nice to Scott tonight. It's going to be a little more sombering night. We will be celebrating our 1 year anniversary, but also, a little less than a week ago, a good friend of ours passed away. So I do want to, acknowledge that it happened, and it's truly sad and really emotional. And people and our friends over at Starfleet International really are having a hard time with it.
Mhm.
Heck, even this team is having a hard time with it because he came on the show quite a few times. We've
Mhm.
all had wonderful conversations with him, and I'm truly gonna miss Russell Camp. My thoughts and my prayers go out to his family during this transitioning time. He also had young children, so my thoughts definitely go out with them too. I can say, coming from a broken up family, that it's always hard. I mean, it's not the same as losing a parent, but like I said, my thoughts are gonna be out there with them. So Howie, I don't know how to transition to that into a positive note, but I did want to acknowledge it. Howie, not sure how long I can stay, but happy anniversary, everyone. Thank you, Howie. That is much appreciated. I'm still having a hard time believing two things. One, that we did 25 episodes a few episodes back.
Oh yeah,
I was
it was like 25. Wait, what?
January.
That's one I'm having a hard time believing, that, we're almost up to 50. I was like, we're 7 weeks away from 50. And then the second thing I'm having a hard time believing is that we've been doing this for a year. The three of us have, because technically, Kaylee and I started a week before, but we don't really count that one.
Wow.
And technically, it was just you and I for a while. Scott didn't join until.
Well, I joined
About-
for the
Just kidding.
first
No, he
one, and then
joined the
I
first
missed.
episode.
Oh.
Yeah, I was there for the first one, and then I missed the second two to
Okay.
other things, and then from there on, I've been here.
You for that.
Kaylee said she's gonna make fun of me because I just totally dissed on her.
I
I
can
will
bring
say
up the
that
stories.
I will say though
Kaylee.
that Kaylee was the first one to sign on with me, and I do appreciate it. And it was a lot of fun. We had no idea what we were doing, but I think Kaylee
Do we
led most of
still
that.
know what we're doing?
I kind of had an idea making fun of you.
Oh, she has an idea making fun of me. Oh, you heard her?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the question is, do we still know what we're doing?
His Nathaniel's drink spilled on today while we were at a restaurant.
All right, Kaylee, that's enough.
No, it isn't.
Remember, we have one saying in life: protect, attack, take naps.
No, we have.
Oh, nobody talks about Star Trek on a Star Trek podcast.
Yeah, Jenny.
Gee, Jenny.
Gosh.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
sorry.
I think what Scott Shirt says it best.
Yep.
I can't.
You want to show what happens in the holodeck
Holodeck
stays in the holodeck.
We're all living a holodeck life, right? I mean, I'm supporting Nell the podcaster, so
Ooh, I need to catch up. I'm just as bad as
I'm
Chase.
really behind. Oh, I'm behind on it too.
Yeah.
I just finished episode 37.
Okay.
Did
yeah,
you
maybe
know?
No, I didn't.
So okay, no. Did you know? On Voyager, because the Delta Flyers they
Guys, I'll
recap
be back
and talk
later.
about the episode, but with Garrett Wong and Robert.
So with
I
commentary
know.
from those two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but they season 1 stopped, but they did not know that was because the season finale. They filmed like 3 or 4 more episodes after season 1 that went into season 2. So
Oh, really?
37s was one of the episodes that was supposed to be in season 1 and not season 2.
But we also know that production schedules get changed all the time. Hey, Robert, can you take a look at the private messages in here? But we do know that all the time that they rotate things around.
Yeah, but the cast didn't even know.
That's
They
what I'm
were
saying.
told that It was
Yeah.
supposed to be, yeah, things happen, but I just it's interesting how they had no clue what the season finale is going to be.
Yeah.
But I thought it's interesting.
No, it is. And 37s is actually not a bad episode.
Yeah.
I actually liked it with Amelia Earhart and
Mm-hmm.
discovering what happened to a few people.
Well, and
And
it's
then the
also
fact that they chose to stay.
It's one of my favorite early episodes.
Here's
One
a
of
bigger
mine.
question.
one of my dreams. Also, the first time you get to see Voyager landing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But here's my big question with that. Who brought them there, and why was that never covered?
The aliens did.
The who?
Aliens.
Don't
The
tell me the
aliens
Voss.
did.
Yeah, obviously.
Not benign. There's some weird name. The Venar or
The Vinar.
not Venar. Something weird like that. They took them from
Yeah.
Earth and
Okay.
transferred them to that planet. My question is, they made this product. They keep this 37s because they're sacred, but yet they never took care of the 37s. Why, if they're so sacred, why did I not take care of them? They were all dusty and
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up, and interesting how we got this conversation because there's already speculation about season 2 of Picard, and one of them is that
Mhm.
some people are speculating that it's going to be a time traveling season.
It could be,
And
I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
but
especially with
again,
the
this is
with the special
speculation.
guests.
Well, speculation plus the whole fact that what was I going to say with that? Not because of Q per se, but it's from the 8 little Easter eggs that this one guy saw, and then how they're drawing some conclusions. But as we all know, speculations aren't actual facts. So
And people put an Easter egg in anything. They see a dot in the sky and go, "Ooh, it's got to be this and that because there's a dot in the sky." Come on, we all know it.
well, one of the Easter eggs is like, for example, the Stargazer.
Yeah.
In the show, it was never the Stargazer in Picard's Ready Room, but in the trailer, it was finally. And in the first season, when you see the Stargazer in the museum, it's the proper ship.
There's
So we know
also,
that.
There's also another time-related teaser in that trailer too. The tablet that's on the table.
Yep, there's that one, and it's all broken. He
Mhm.
actually mentions that in there too. So we don't know exactly yet what's going to happen, but kind of hinting maybe time traveling episode. I don't know. It might be a good way to plug in a new series. I don't know. I'm still hopeful, but I think this is complete hopeful thinking on my part. I'm kind of hopeful that they'll go back in time. Tom Hardy will play a younger version of Picard, and maybe he'll get his own show featuring the Stargazer, like a TNG style episode, but featuring the Stargazer. I would love to see that personally. How did Picard start?
It could be a flashback episode too. You never know.
It could be, and that is something they can definitely do. And Tom Hardy's already said that he'd be more than happy to play Picard. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, I guess. Anything's possible. But what we do know of Picard's history is that he took over the Stargazer after the captain died. So I think he was like a lieutenant commander at the time,
Mhm.
and then commanded that ship for 22 years. But it would be a fun story to see how he went from this wild, adventurous, over the top kind of, like a young, cocky guy, maybe like a Kirk almost. When you see him in Tapestry, you kind of get a hint at his childhood. So, what am I seeing it? Oh, there it is. The Promenade Podcast is now listed. There we go. But I don't know. I mean, that's just wishful thinking, and then they may not. They might give us a little bit of teasers. But then I also said last week, though, that it would be a great opportunity, even if they did it as a short trek.
Mhm.
Give us little, like, one-offs, little things. I mean, now that you have enough Star Trek shows out there, and you have enough sets already being built, bless you, Jen. They have enough sets being built. I mean, they could pretty much do whatever they wanted.
I would love just a little short trek of somehow, some way they combine Discovery and Picard. Just a mixture, just for fun. Just
That
a
would be a
little
time
fun,
travel.
right? But just something fun, something a little quirky, where you get the Picard cast mixed with the Discovery cast, or the Discovery cast and mixed with Lower Deck. So something with the new, like,
So a holodeck
cross.
program?
Yeah, like a cross. You watch TV shows and there's always like crossing over, and I
Yeah,
love those
crossover.
episodes. Yeah, crossovers. I love crossovers. I think it'd be really fun, just for fun.
Mhm.
Doesn't have to be serious. Doesn't have to connect in a way. Just a little.
Hi, Brett. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, I think it would be too. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with short treks, if they're going to bring it back, but right now, this would be the ideal time to use them, and this is what they would have done in years past. But granted, this whole COVID thing has really thrown all of us for a loop, probably even them. We know that CBS is scrambling to find content. What?
Mhm.
Discord.
No, I'll get back to Discord in a second. No, but what I want
Sorry,
to say
I'm
about
going. I'm
CBS.
listening.
No, what I want to say about CBS though is like I love NCIS, right?
Mhm.
And right now they don't have enough episodes out, so they're releasing like every 2 to 3 weeks. They'll
Mhm.
release an episode, then they'll make you wait another 2 or 3 weeks to release the next episode because they're trying to extend it out. They're doing the same thing with Young Sheldon. It's kind of annoying us.
But I think that also the problem we have right now is we're starting to get new shows back, and we got so spoiled with having the whole season out
Mhm.
and we watch the whole season in a week that we don't like waiting for the next episode because we got so spoiled. We were so bored at home, when during lockdown that we watched so many random shows that had a whole season out,
I've been
and
trying to
now we
avoid
can't.
TV.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, because we got spoiled even last year with the 25 new episodes of Star
Mhm.
Trek.
Mhm.
15 from Discovery and 10 from Lower Decks, and that was awesome. But I think that's kind of what we're going to be getting this year. Even though they haven't announced it yet, I'm pretty sure we're going to start with in August. It's going to be Lower Decks, and then my guess is probably Prodigy, and then to finish it off, since Discovery is a huge hit for them, finish it off with Discovery, lead us into next year, maybe to tie into Picard. Not tie in as in story wise,
Yeah.
but like we go from there to Picard.
Mhm.
I'm hoping. I'm seriously hoping that Picard starts early in January of 2022. So that way, when we go on the cruise, maybe we can watch the 7th episode on the ship. Robert, you may not know, but these two, when they were on the cruise last year, they got to watch Nepenthe on the ship, on the big flat screen TV.
Ooh.
Oh
It
yeah,
was really awesome.
it really
Did
was.
you guys go up on the deck and watch it, or?
No, it was actually held in
the
the main theater.
palace. Yeah.
Oh, in the main theater. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That would have been fun.
I still
Uh,
remember we sat on the the balcony.
Uh-huh.
We found that seating's better in the balcony than the first floor,
Oh, it is?
and you get to see better. Even though you're farther away, you don't have to worry about heads in the way as much as you like on the first floor. The first floor.
Mm.
But I remember we sat in the very front row of a balcony, and we both had alcoholic drinks in our hands, and we were watching this Picard, and the ship was rocking just slightly.
Okay.
Who would have thought you'd be watching a brand new Star Trek Picard episode in the middle of the ocean?
I'm just curious how they got that to work out. I mean, was that something
I think because ECP has some connections with CBS,
Mhm.
that I think CBS gave them a copy of it.
I said don't air it until Wednesday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God, that would have been awesome to go sit there and like, oh,
Can
by
you
the way,
imagine you're the one who gets the copy of it. I don't know if it's digital or if it's a hard case
yeah.
version of it, and you have to hold on to it and not watch it.
I know, right?
Probably give it to the person who doesn't really like Star Trek, just works for CBS for some reason,
Yes, I will not watch the new episode.
Yeah. It was funny because before we knew about that, people were arranging parties in their cabins, and they're all gonna go crowd around a laptop to watch it.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God they did that, because
But when did they announce that they were going to do that? Was it
The-
earlier in
the-
the day, or did they tell you earlier in the week?
It was actually a surprise earlier in the day. Like every day you get a sheet in your cabin, and it
Yeah.
was this right then and there.
It was written right there, just Nepenthe.
Oh, I think it was an episode of Picard. I don't think they
Oh.
yeah,
told
it
us
said
which one.
a new episode of Picard
Oh wow.
at this time.
And we all speculated it might be, one past. And then we're like, you know what? Let's go because it could be this week's. And so that's
Yeah.
why we did that.
Hmm.
and then you were excited that you did that.
Hmm.
Was it Wednesday or
Amazing.
Thursday for you guys? Because it airs Thursday here.
I don't know what day. That was a year
Oh.
ago.
Yeah, okay.
Don't ask me. That was a year ago.
I could tell
Hey,
you
all
all
I
my
know
stuff
is
downstairs.
no. I was gonna say all I know is for Picard, I stayed up till midnight and stayed up till 1 a.m. to watch it because well, I did that the first week, but then usually it's like 11:30, 11:45 ish. It would drop before.
Yeah,
Then I would stay
we
up.
realized it started dropping earlier and earlier. Well, I didn't
Yeah.
know that until
Like second or third episode in.
yeah, and then I started really noticing it with Lower Decks, how it
Mm.
was getting dropped earlier and earlier, which was nice because I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Now with your new position within your company, you definitely have to go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
This is why I
Yeah.
always watch it the night after it releases, because that way it's already out. Don't have to worry about trying to catch
I'm
it
just
Oh.
right
afraid
then and
missing.
there.
I'm just afraid of getting spoilers.
Spoilers.
That's why I don't
Uh,
open up Twitter or Facebook or Instagram until I
Oh,
watch
but-
the episode.
But I'm addicted to that stuff. I can't do that.
Wow. No. I've been really bad. I just checked. I had like 25 new Facebook messages. Oops. Sorry. So yeah. No new messages. Wow, Sammy. She did say happy anniversary. I
Yeah.
thought she would say something else by now.
The 5 people, but no one's talking to us.
I know, right?
There's really
Anybody have
three.
Usually
questions
Robert would be
about-
talking to us, but
That's true, but Russell's here.
I'm here.
I know,
Russell?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, my friend went live on Twitch.
No, yeah.
You should send a message to your friend and say, why are you live? You're supposed to be watching me live.
Or as Joker would say, just host us.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
we never
so what's
got
going on
any,
in
we
Go
never
ahead.
got any feedback about are people
about?
interested in us going to Twitch?
Did we actually create a poll for that?
We haven't done anything. This week's kind of been crazy for all of us, so
Ain't that the truth? Okay, so what's going on in here? Joker, I have solved it. Fix Jenny's lighting. I just need 2 things: a crowbar, Scott's wallet. Okay, I
What?
understand the crowbar, but what do you need Scott's wallet for? Is it to buy
What?
To
beer
open
afterwards?
Scott's wallet.
exactly.
So you pay
Oh.
for new lighting.
Oh, you know how everything gets solved, right? You beat
know,
it until it's
I
solved.
can fix the lighting issues. I just don't like having lights on my room.
Well, you can
Why is
do what
that?
I did. I got a ring light.
Oh, for the cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
because all I have to do is say, "Computer, lights on."
Should we look at Twitch TV since we really didn't get a feedback
Are
on
you
that? I guess
happy?
we can discuss
Are you
it.
happy, Joker? Is this better for you?
Remember,
is this
delay.
better?
Yes, so wait.
I know, but he won't even go on the chat with us. He won't use YouTube or Facebook.
I've been trying to
Yes,
get
use
him
Discord.
to do one of them.
Jeez. Or maybe he's just being obnoxious.
What if we give you pickles, Joker? Would you come onto Facebook then?
There are no pickles in this studio.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there
Yeah,
is.
there
Oh,
are.
I have
No,
my
there
trash.
isn't.
My trash
There are no
threw
pickles.
away. Yes,
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
exactly.
Yes, there is.
No, Jenny,
yes, there
you exactly nailed that on the T there. They're trash. They're in the trash.
Oh, FYI, the second gift I got from my friend Neely
Yeah. Show us.
was socks. Oh, they're in the living room. I don't want
Oh.
to get up, but they're socks.
Oh.
They're pickle socks, and on the bottom it says, "If you see these, bring me a pickle."
Nice. Or you could have a snickle.
I could have a snicker.
That is
Snickle.
disgusting. I'm sorry. You have to admit that is disgusting.
It kind of sounds good, because I kind
How
of like
does that
eating
kinda
pickles
sound-
and chocolate together.
That is disgusting. Robert, come on. At least agree with me on this one, Robert. Right?
I don't know. I'm intrigued by the corn dog, but instead of like a hot dog, it's a pickle in it.
Ooh, I want to try that one too.
A snickle is a Snickers bar. It's a pickle cut out, hollowed out, and a Snickers bar pickle in between both. And then you just eat it like a regular pickle.
How is that different from pregnant women who dip the pickles in the ice cream?
Well, it's because they're pregnant. I think the answer answered itself in that one, Robert.
So, Joker, mine's a LED. Well, mine's a a smart one. I can do stuff with it.
Jeez. Okay, look, listen here. Twitch TV. Oh, Twitch. Yes, however, Mr. Scott, I can go shopping and get LED lighting for her room.
Look,
It's
there's
a
a
trap,
party going on in
Jenny. It's
my.
a trap. I wouldn't trust this, Jenny. It's a trap.
Look, I have a party going on in my room.
The system is down. The system is down.
This is night mode. Where did Jay go?
Right here.
Why?
Oh,
Why? Wait! No! No!
What do you mean no?
No!
No. Yes. Thomas, it's all right. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I anymore.
Anyways.
Oh, see, Thomas has got it right. He's eating pickles right now.
Mhm.
And now I
Mhm.
can't see Robert.
What kind of pickles?
Wait, there's
You know
there are
how you
actually
fix
kind of
that?
pickles.
You do this.
No, all you have to do is actually just move the cameras. You can drag them in that small view.
But this is better. I like this. If he wants to talk to us, he can get on Facebook or YouTube.
Wow.
I know, I'm rude.
So we plugged Twitch in. That's
No,
No,
Jenny,
set
you're
up.
not rude.
I'm not.
You're not rude, Jenny. I would say
No.
my wife is. She's like, I'm not part of the podcast. Why am I on the camera?
Because she's contractually obligated to be on the podcast
You're co-
once
you're-
a week. She's doing it because Chico needs the money.
You're doing it because you're contractually
Contractually obligated.
contractually
You
obligated.
can't even say it right.
I can't say it without laughing. Contractually obligated.
But did she sign a contract?
I did. Remember, we're married, so
So,
only one of us
But,
needs to sign.
but that doesn't mean a contract to be on internet. It just means that you're married.
No, I learned some scary things. Like, do you know that at least back when I was a young kid, that your wife can open up credit cards in your name,
Oh,
or your husband in your case?
did you know this is okay, nah, I shouldn't go to this, but I'm going to. If your wife wants to get her tubes tied, she has to get her husband permission via the doctor.
That must be a Texas thing.
No, it's a thing. It's not just a Texas thing. If a wife wants to get their tubes tied, they have to get their husband's
That must be a
permission
Texas thing
to the
because
doctor.
usually what's that program called? Planned Parenthood doesn't require that. Actually,
They
the man
do
has
that.
no rights.
No, they don't. There's no tubes tiding for Planned Parenthood. That's abortions.
No, I know, but it's a preventative measure step. Something they can't help with because a lot of women will actually try to escape men in that whole aspect or the pressure. So, but we're talking pro-life stuff.
Yeah.
so.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I just
we
thought
can
it was
move forward.
interesting. I heard about that. Now, not just Texas. I think most states have that law of some sort. But anyways,
No, we can talk off the air if you really want to talk about that subject. I got a story I could tell you that I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't know if it's really appropriate for this. And we're a podcast about Star Trek.
for
Allegedly.
the cruise.
Allegedly.
We mainly talk about the cruise and pickles.
Hmm.
And possibly STLV, or the convention formerly known as STLV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's the thing I keep wondering: are they still gonna just do it anyways, year
Yeah.
after year? You think they
Well,
are?
see, I think they're going to turn it back into the Grand Slam of sci-fi when they used to do that.
Okay.
So you don't think it'll be Star Trek exclusive?
They can't do
No.
Star Trek exclusive.
Well, they've renamed it again. It's now, what is it, like the 55-year mission tour?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, we heard that they can't use the name Star Trek Convention. Now Reed Poff is now using the name Star Trek Convention.
But Repop's not calling it Star Trek Convention. They're calling it like.
Star Trek Mission Chicago.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah. But the
Which-
first line in that is like Star Trek convention at Chicago or something like that. That's what it says on there.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I plan to bring my own ketchup and Dr. Pepper because you can't find Dr. Pepper anywhere in Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going because, like Jay is shortly after the cruise,
Hmm.
and so I don't
And they-
know.
And they're going to be moving it to different cities. So
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
I was
I-
having a discussion with somebody else about this.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to about?
Well, we were talking about it last week. Bless you.
bless you.
No,
Bless
it's
you.
somebody else. Like some like
Maybe a
Rando.
what about that random roommate guy or that random guy living long term? Wasn't it him?
no, it wasn't that guy. Maybe it was a guess.
I thought it was a guess because you told me about it. That you were talking
Yeah,
to
but
somebody else about
it wasn't the long term guess.
Okay. I want to say it was a guess though that you're talking
Yeah,
to.
sure it's a guess. I don't know, but he had this. We had a good talk about it, and like it's mixed feelings. Like I like the concept, but also hate the concept of it. We already talked about this, but rotating.
Well, because here's my whole thing, and the reason why I don't like most of the time. The thing I like about Vegas, and maybe I just got so spoiled with Vegas, is I don't have to pay an arm and a leg to stay in a hotel,
Hmm
right?
Mhm.
But if I go to any convention anywhere else, I got to pay an arm and a leg. Like even Scott and Jenny and Jen are talking about for the price that they want us to pay for the cruise to stay at the hotel 2 nights before, it's almost better just to get a house, rent a
Yeah.
house. You can get a hot
Luckily,
tub, you can get a swimming pool.
you
For the
have
same
two
price that we're paying.
friends who work for two different properties.
Yeah.
That can give you the discount.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
my point. It's like if we didn't have that, it's like why are we renting a little dinky
Yeah.
room with 2 beds?
Yes, you have two friends who can get you 3 discounts at 3 different hotel property chains.
3.
Well, I found out at the new job I qualify for IHG employee rates.
Really?
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Well, I already get IHG because I have a friend who works who's a GM at an IHG property. So
Yeah. No, that's my whole point. It's like I don't understand why these companies think that. I get the fact that they're a business and they're trying to make money, but that's like how much of a huge markup is it? I guess maybe I don't know. I don't work in the hotel
I think
industry.
the reason is because the reason why it's so expensive. You gotta remember where you are. You're in Florida.
Hmm.
Second, that is beginning of spring break. We're in Florida spring break by Disney World.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I've stayed at Sierra and Siesta Keys before, and I've stayed in Sarasota. And I think for like the whole week in Sarasota was, and this was like 7 days, it was like $1,000, which I didn't think was too bad when you broke it down day by day and how long I was
But you gotta
staying.
remember, when did you go? Did you go mid spring break?
No, I don't remember. It wasn't
See.
mid spring break. I think it was
Scott
closer
and
to the
I,
summer.
Scott's coming down. Surprise everybody, he's coming down to see me, and
Magnus.
because it's still kind of that spring break time. Because spring break is between March and April. Because
Yeah.
it depends wherever you are. Like my spring break was, well, my city's spring break was back in March, but some people just finished their spring break now.
Hmm.
But anyways, even with my employee discount, they were still really expensive rooms. Scott and I can get a extended stay property the same amount if we went and stayed at a property with like a suite.
With the kitchenette and all that.
Mhm.
The suite didn't have a kitchenette. The room we were
Okay.
looking at has a kitchenette, but
Okay.
it's just you gotta see where you're at. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but y'all know this, but almost every weekend, Robert probably knows this, it's been full house.
Well,
every
I'm
weekend.
I'm
Well, not yet
currently
for
not
y'all.
dealing with it because we don't know when they're going to open the hotel, but that's a discussion for another time.
But your old job, you were pretty busy on the
Oh,
weekends.
well, yeah, and they were still busy this past weekend with people who don't know how to use indoor plumbing, and I will leave it at that.
Thomas,
I have
why were
a
you
funny
lucky?
story to tell y'all, but it's not appropriate to tell on air, so I'll have to
Well, I
tell
think
y'all
it's
later.
I think it's the same story.
No, this is pretty funny.
Is this the guy thinking about an Expedia?
No, not that crazy dude, but
Okay.
no, this just happened last night. That
Something else
Expedia
happened.
guy was
Something else. So
threatening
if
to
Jenny could
sue
tell
me.
you, if Jenny could share one thing with you, especially in the hospitality industry, do not complain to your hotel people about promises made
Um,
on a third-party site.
please do not. We do a TikTok. Do not. Can't do that. I can't be that person where they clap like this.
Just be the person, and no one doing this. That I hate when the kids do this
hate
because that's
this
so
when they do that.
stupid.
Um,
We
That's so
don't
stupid when they
care
do
if
that.
you're a diamond member.
Yeah,
we don't care if you're a diamond member. Please stop booking third-party rates.
yeah.
Your room
Light.
type, not your room type. Your bed type is not guaranteed with a Expedia reservation. Short story about that guy. He comes in. I told him, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we had a situation where we ran out of rooms to 2 beds. I can put you in 2 queens, or I can put you in a suite that has a pull-out couch, complimentary. And he goes, okay, that's fine. Then I checked him into the suite, and he goes, okay, other room 2 beds. I was like, I just told you, no, I don't have a room with 2 beds. And so we had this big arguing fight. He was foreign, so he had a thick accent. And he was just like, no, you must give me a room with 2 beds. Like, I don't have any rooms with 2 beds. No, you will give me. I was like, how many times do I have to tell you I don't have any rooms with 2 beds? I was like, I gave you a room that has a king and a pull-out couch. And I also told him we're more happy to cancel with no fees. Sorry, your room's not guaranteed. Bed type. And he goes, yes, it is. Robert get a kick out of this. He showed me his confirmation number. That's it. I said, that's not guaranteed. That's just guaranteed that you have a room here. Does not guarantee you a bed here.
And it was a third-party confirmation number, not the hotel confirmation number.
With letters in it? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But
So,
yeah.
Thomas
He started
is saying that he's
threatening
lucky.
and suing me, and it was fun.
Yeah, I'm just glad that he actually went away. He can probably called Expedia and started complaining. But
He did. But Expedia called me, but actually it was hotels.com. But all those third parties are into Expedia. So if you think you're not, they're all within Expedia.
Yeah.
People don't realize that hotels.com is in Expedia's realm of families.
Oh, okay. I have family in Florida, Texas, Chicago, Vegas, and California, and Georgia, apparently. Thomas says. So he thinks he's going to be lucky. Well, let's see how lucky you are, Thomas, when they go to New York.
New York or
Dallas.
York.
I don't think Repop will go to New York because they already have in New York a Star Trek New York con.
Oh, if you want to go really expensive, you can go to San Francisco.
Oh. I mean, go to San Diego. Can we go to San Diego?
Yeah, Comic-Con.
Yep. Which they run too, don't they?
No, Repop doesn't
they don't run now.
Oh, for some reason I thought they did.
No, Repop does Emerald City Comic Con. They do Star Wars Celebration. They do all the packs.
Yeah. Remember we
Ed,
the website.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hi,
Ed's here.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Mission New York, isn't there? Or there used to be
Mission New York was 2016.
I thought there was more.
No, that was the trial balloon because Creation still had the license. The whole thing about the whole thing about Mission New York is CBS wanted Creation to do another convention in the back east, and Creation said no. So then CBS went with Repop, and Repop on short notice ended up booking the Javits Center Labor Day weekend in 2016.
Oh wow!
I thought they could continue that. Okay, never mind then.
No, that was just the trial balloon. So
I really hope they don't Repop goes to New York because that's gonna be really expensive.
Thomas is saying here that he has an aunt. Thomas, you better tell your aunt we're all coming over.
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the garage.
New York. I'm just hoping
air-conditioned.
I'm hoping that when they did travel, I do hope they bounce between time zones. Like, this is Chicago is Central, and maybe they go to Pacific, and then they go to East, and then I hope they bounce around, not stay in one little area. I'd hope they don't go like New York, then Florida, then Georgia, and then go to California, and then Las Vegas.
I might go if they ever come up here to Portland, but I don't know if I will travel with them because it's just too many unknown variables, and yeah. The nice thing about Star Trek convention and Star Trek Las Vegas was the fact that everything was right there.
Mm-hmm.
And once you've been there once, everything was.
Yeah.
Which was
and
nice.
The other nice thing too is because the fact it was all there, you could either go there or you could pull away and do your own thing on the strip, and you could have your own little mini vacation within a vacation.
Well,
so that's another thing I'm gonna miss.
Let's see what happens. Let's see how popular Chicago is.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago in the first weekend of April.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas, where do you not have a friend, my friend? And then we'll hope that it goes there. So you can feel our pain.
Nebraska.
And I would like to point out that even with friends, you can't always just expect that they're going to give you a place to stay, Thomas. Even when we come down to visit Jenny, we're going to get a hotel.
Yeah, you're not staying in my house. I don't have enough room.
Even if not, I'm saying even if not, it's kind of presumptuous of people to think that they can do that. Yeah. Family's a little different, maybe only if you have the room for them. But even family, most time family won't stay at your house either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way. I don't like. It's awkward staying at somebody else's house too.
Well, because then once. Yeah, I agree with you.
It's awkward. Like, I don't. If I have to, I will. Well, I don't mind, but
here's my problem with it. I don't like following other people's rules, especially if their rules contradict my own rules. Like, my thing is, I always eat dinner between 5:30 and 6 every night. If I'm at somebody else's house and they don't eat dinner till 8, God, that'll just drive me bonkers. It's like one thing. Or
the eating's okay, but the temperature. Some people like this.
I was getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, though. The temperature is another one. TV, sometimes, or maybe they have some weird rules about there can be no loud noises after a certain time, or
they have to sleep with the TV on.
Or that's the other one, yeah. I sleep with the radio, so.
I like quietness.
Scott, you need to get her trained for the radio.
No.
Nah. Get me trained for radio.
Is that a challenge? Challenge accepted, Jen.
We're gonna have days of me not sleeping again.
Yep, that works. It works for me. And watch your language. We're on live.
So
I don't want Facebook blocking us for profanity.
So Jay, are you gonna bring your own little radio to sleep in at the cruise? How are you gonna sleep in the cruise?
Standby one.
He's talking to his wife.
Uh oh.
Look, it's a husband's stare.
It's a dramatic reenactment.
What? I was gonna say he has his phone. That's how he'll do it.
He's gonna
But there's no radio station. Like, can you get a radio station in the middle of the country, middle of the ocean?
You know that little announcer box that they have in your room? You can turn that on, and it plays music when it's not making announcements.
Or what you could do is you could make a mixtape of your favorite stuff.
Or you can turn on the TV at night.
So you're a TV sleeper?
No, I'm not a TV sleeper. My mother, Berdina, is a TV sleeper.
My friend Sarah is a TV sleeper, and I shared a room with her one night. And the problem is, I can kind of go to sleep if it's white noise, but it was a movie that I love, and so I'm trying to go to sleep, but all I'm doing is listening to the movie because I know what movie's playing.
For me, it's just, I drown out the other noises because we live in an apartment complex. Jen always complains that she can't ever get a peaceful night's sleep. Gee, I wonder why when you're hearing dogs barking, the ambulance coming around, people zipping through the town.
At least you're on the second story. Can you imagine on the bottom?
No, it's pretty bad. And then she wants to know why she can't get a peaceful night. And here I am listening to Pandora all night long, and I'm sleeping perfectly. And then she wakes up in the morning like, I don't understand why I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Like, I wonder why that is.
It was not Harry Potter, but I don't want to mention the movie because Jay doesn't like the movie, so I'm keeping it quiet.
Wait. This
I
is
don't
Some
want to
movie
hear him
Jay
rant.
doesn't like.
I don't want to hear Jay rant about the movie. So
It's not Twilight, is it?
no,
Okay, because we're going to go on a rant if it's about Twilight.
No.
Robert, do you know my rants about Twilight?
No. Do
Okay,
I want to know
long
your
story
rants
short.
about Twilight?
Long story short, Stephanie Myers has no business writing about a folklore she knows nothing about.
I never seen Twilight, and I probably never will.
Jenny, you'll be doing yourself a favor.
I know.
See, I
Yes.
never read any of those books. All I did was read.
Well,
All I did was read 50 Shades of Grey, so that was it.
let me recap you a little then on some things you might be missing. Apparently, according to Stephanie Myers, vampires go prancing around in the midnight in the woods at midnight, saving damsels in distress. That's one thing they do. They beacon in the daylight with their twinkly skin, and they love to stare.
And aren't they vegetarians? Apparently,
No, they do eat meat, but they don't eat human. Or they do drink blood, but it's not human blood. They'll drink animal blood. Because apparently animal blood is not as craving or addicting as human blood, but they've taught themselves apparently. Yes, I've seen all those god awful movies.
why?
Because I love this woman behind me, despite the fact that she sometimes gets on my nerves about the whole not radio thing. But
You've been next to her.
So
It's
she's
her
a
birthday
Twilight
month.
mom.
she is a Twilight mom. Yeah.
But the thing about the animals, but I mean, Anne Rice did that in the first interview of the vampire book.
Mm.
But I only saw the movie. I didn't read the book.
Oh, Thomas, no, Thomas, no, absolutely false. You could not be further from the truth. The last movie was the biggest disappointment of all time. So all these movies are leading up to this epic thing, and then literally Stephanie Myers just took a shit on it, and you just let it go.
Excuse you, sir.
She did.
Excuse you, sir.
Language.
She did. Oh,
Excuse you,
fine.
sir.
But
He's
she
talking
did.
about the South
If you
Harmon Institute
Yell
of
at your wife for
Technology.
cussing, then you shouldn't be cussing either.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. No, but what she did is so she built up this big epic scene, and then it was supposed to be this big epic fight, and it turned out to be
An alternate timeline.
no, it turned out to be let me kind of like an alternate timeline, or a glimpse of what could be. Like a telepath showing you, this is what's going to happen if you go this way, or if you do this. And the person didn't like what they saw, so they ended the battle before the battle even started. But yet they did the whole battle sequence, and they did all this, and it looked kind of cool. It's like, oh man, this is great. Oh yeah, okay, he dies. Oh, this is getting better, right? Because all these characters I really didn't like anyways are dying. And then to find out, like, oh, it never happened. I'm like, really? You just built me up for these last 5 movies and nothing happened.
5, I thought it was 4.
And then let's not forget there's a whole pedophilia thing in it too. But I'll give it forgiveness for that, because Edward is supposed to be representing a 17-year-old boy.
And I
Did I
think you
freeze?
first.
Yep, Joe.
And
Joe.
J Fro.
I'm back. Okay. So yeah, then there's that, Jacob, he's 107. Oh no, Jacob's actually the young one. Edward is the old one. And then Jacob likes their daughter, which he doesn't know is going to be born yet, but he thinks he's in love with the mom when he's actually in love with the daughter, who's not even born.
So it's a soap
Yeah,
opera.
my friend had to explain that ending to me.
It's a soap
what
opera.
the hell? It's just horrible.
Good to know. I'm never gonna watch them.
Also, the difference between an interview with a vampire and Twilight is the interview doesn't have sparkling superpower things.
I agree with that.
I'll
Circle
agree
gets
with
the
that, too.
square.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. And I think, yeah.
But
That's all I'm about to
anyway,
say. I'm sorry. I get a little passionate about that.
That's
I want to say
why I didn't say anything about the movie I was watching.
So what were you watching, Jenny? Was
no. Hang on. Before she goes on, I do like one of Stephanie Meyer's movies that she did. I do like The Host, even though it got bad reviews.
They made that into a movie?
They did. And I actually liked it. I would recommend that one. So The Host, yeah, but come on, Jenny, you gotta tell us.
No, I don't want to hear you rant about it.
Is it Doctor Who?
No.
Because that's what somebody else. Brian, thank you so much.
Yeah, I clicked on it earlier, but you were going on about your Twilight fascination.
Yes, Brian, it's a Terran thing. I like Brian. I like this. That's awesome. Even Thomas wants to know. Our fans want to know.
Yeah, what movie? Inquiring minds
really
want to know.
Our fans?
Was it Fantastic Beasts?
No.
I actually like Fantastic.
That's a good movie.
It was Galaxy Quest, wasn't it?
Nope.
I like Galaxy Quest.
He mentioned that only reason I'm not telling you is because I mentioned this once and he had a big old fight over it. Not big old fight, but he had a rant over it.
Jay, do you promise not to rant if Jenny says the name of the movie?
Sure.
I will buy you beer, and it'll be good beer.
I don't like beer.
If he rants,
I will buy you vodka.
He doesn't drink
vodka. Hey, Jenny, did you get my message?
Funky butt hugger.
If
Did
Jay
you get my
rants,
message,
if Jay
What
rants, we
message?
put him in the Spock helmet.
No, I don't
Yes.
agree with that.
I don't get
Jenny,
any.
but did you get my message about sparkling cider? Do you think they'd let us bring sparkling cider on?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't think they would.
On the cruise, I mean.
And they might they consider a wine.
No, it better not be. Is it the Hunger Games?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, I already said it once. I'm not going to go into a long spell on that. I don't really like the first
See,
movie.
this is why I didn't want to say it because it's gonna rant about it.
Was it mocking Jay? Because I still don't know which Jay was being mocked. Was it Leno? Was it Barrow? Was it
No,
the
Robert,
one?
it was this one.
He's pointing to me.
Yes.
Yeah, we still don't know which Jay they were mocking. Because the title of the movie was Mocking Jay.
And Jenny, I'll give you props. If you can watch that, and maybe it's because you don't have kids yet, but you might feel different later in life.
It's a TV. It's a fictional movie.
Okay, is it
killing children?
Was it based on a book?
Yes.
It was based on a book.
Was it the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
No, but hey, I will say I actually have watched all of them all the way through, Jenny. I have. But the only thing I liked and I did not like was the ending of the last movie. I liked it and I didn't like it. There are parts of it I liked and there are parts that I didn't. I liked how it ended, and the two that you knew that shouldn't got together. But then again, I was also kind of sad by that because the ones that you were rooting for, they did not get together because they ended up being the betrayer, and I thought that was I thought that was unnecessary.
There's another book coming out for the Hunger Games?
It's supposed to be a prequel
I didn't know that.
about the rise of President Snow.
Oh.
Yeah. But here's the thing I don't understand. Okay, I get why they did that, but why couldn't they just put all the old timers together? You know? If you're gonna tribute somebody each year, why not make it an adult? That's my biggest thing. That's my other question I had with this too, because you obviously can have a tribute, because Katniss tributed herself to protect her sister from being in the games. I will talk about it, Jenny. I mean, I don't go completely negative, but yeah, it's not my favorite movie, but that's my whole thing. It's like, well, if Katniss can act as tribute for her sister, why can't Katniss' dad, for example, be a tribute instead of Katniss?
It has to be kids for some reason. Some rules.
Yeah, it's to demonstrate the capital's power over the districts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing says, hey, show your loyalty by killing your children. Now,
I mean, some of these people breed the kids.
Like that aside,
in the capital,
yeah,
people they have kids just for it.
Yeah. And then that makes you wonder what kind of parents they are. You know.
This is
But
true. Can you imagine Effie trying to be a tribute?
no. I think I would rather. I don't know. If I was
Or
to see a
Haymitch?
post-realistic society
Haymitch,
like that,
maybe.
if I was to see something like that, though, I'd rather see the adults, or I'd rather see it be a volunteer. And if you don't volunteer, then everybody's name gets
Well,
thrown
most
into
people
a
are
hat.
volunteering. That's how it is.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying though, and if they don't volunteer, then all names are thrown into a hat. I might be able to stomach that a little easier. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay.
Also, it's
See,
a
and this
punishment
is
for
why
less.
I didn't want to tell you what movie it was, because Jay would go on a rant.
Jenny,
good-
just
It's okay,
DM me
Jenny.
what the movie was.
It was Hunger Games.
Oh, it was the Hunger Games?
Yes,
The first one?
I don't remember. I
You
think
want
so.
funny, Robert? I
What?
pretty much figured it out when she said that.
You still don't.
I was trying to get her to say it though.
You know, I like dystopian future movies and books.
Yeah.
I've always have.
Yeah.
Divergent series. Okay, Divergent series was good. The first movie was good. The second movie was okay, and the third movie was ugh.
You
But-
you want to hear something? I've never seen them.
Well,
I've never seen them.
you probably won't like it.
Oh no, I mean, there's another one I saw that had children in it, and a couple children died, and I didn't find it too bad. It was
Maze Runner.
Maze Runner?
Runner.
That's another good one.
But see, with that one, even though children died in it, it wasn't as graphic because
But they were spoiler alert if no one's seen Maze Runner. They were being guinea pigs, being
Yeah.
tested on.
of course they didn't know
kids.
that at first.
Yeah, the kids were getting tested on.
Yeah, kind of like that show 3%.
But see, here's the
Yeah.
thing about Maze Runner: you had a chance of surviving. If you could get through the maze before the maze destroyed you, you could survive.
Mhm.
Then you didn't realize you just got sent to another maze.
Maze.
You thought you were going to get released, but nope.
No, you just went to the next level.
Yeah.
Don't they eventually get
So
out?
you were
Because
Super
that's-
Mario Brothers.
They get
Yeah,
out,
they're-
but then they get stuck into another bad place. So
Because there's that scene where they're in the lab and they see the sign that says exit and they're going, it couldn't be that easy.
Again, it isn't. No, see, like I said, I like the Maze Runner because the idea and the concept is that you can survive it, but you have to have some smarts to you. You have to know when to move. You have to know when to stay put. You have to observe your surroundings, and that's stuff that you learn when you've been in those kind of situations for a while.
I don't think I've ever heard of that movie.
Oh, dystopian movie of all time, Reign of Fire. I don't think I've heard of that either.
Oh, that's the
Have
one where
you?
the dragons take over the world.
Dragons take over the world.
Yeah.
Is this an 80s movie or something?
No, it's like the 90s. Siskel and Ebert reviewed it.
Oh,
Rain. Oops.
of Fire.
Oh my god.
Thomas,
Are you
that's the right
YouTubing it?
movie.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. The 2002 apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I like Aragon. but it's not
Dystopian
dystopian.
post-apocalyptic science fiction movie. Blah blah. Just tell me what's about.
Matthew McConaughey. Anything with Matthew McConaughey is good. Just like
In
anything.
present-day
All right,
London,
oh.
Sylvia Quinn watches as her mother wakes up from an enormous fire-breathing beast from its centuries-long slumber. 20 years later, much of the world has scared by the beast and offspring.
I guess it stars Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I prefer Logan's Run, but that's just me.
Oh, Logan's
Oh,
Run's
Logan's
good.
Run is good.
Oh, I have a fun fact about Logan's Run.
I
Fun
don't even
fact.
know what Logan's Run is.
You never seen
Really?
Logan's Run?
What is Logan's Run?
Renew!
It's time to fix that.
What?
Renew.
What?
Renew!
Is this a Doctor Who reference?
No.
No.
Is it 80s? No, 70s.
No,
early
70s.
70s. Yeah, late
75.
70s.
Yeah.
Early, yeah,
The first one is 70s, yes.
first one. There's only one.
No, there's
They
a
did-
new Logan's Run that was filmed.
I've never heard of it.
I could have sworn maybe they're working or maybe they
Are
were
you-
thinking about making it.
Are you thinking of the island, which is sort of like similar to Logan's Run?
Yes, yes.
Why is she running the vacuum cleaner?
1976.
Because she loves you.
No.
She's running the vacuum cleaner?
Yes.
So wait,
Maybe she misses Kaylee's computer.
Okay, Logan's Run.
so what is your fun fact?
Oh,
Oh, Farrah Fawcett. Okay. I know her.
let me see if I can find a picture. It was filmed in Dallas. Did y'all know that?
Nope.
Yeah. Didn't they use that mall, the same mall that they used for that Tom Selleck movie where he's fighting the killer robots?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find that picture of the escalators.
Apparently, it was remade with Harrison Ford a few years later.
The original is the best.
I mean, are you talking about Blade Runner?
I can't find it. But anyways, short story short, my aunt actually helped. She was a cop at the time, and she actually directed traffic while they did the movie.
Okay.
Wait, is it the same mall they use in The Legend of Billie Jean?
I don't know. But they do the water gardens. I mean, there's the hand. There's the. It's a really good 70s movie. You should see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is actually in Dallas too. The water gardens.
Okay.
Everything
no one goes to the mall anymore, Jenny.
Fort Worth Water Gardens.
Hey, we got 9 people watching us. Thank you guys for watching us tonight.
It's because we're talking about Logan's Run.
Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping them celebrate their first anniversary.
Yeah.
And now we'll party and have large amounts of non-fermented, non-alcoholic, non-carbonated, non-sweetened beverages.
So water.
Yes, or flavored water.
Okay. I'm totally drinking water right now. Uh-huh.
Me too. I'm drinking water right now.
Yeah, Joker was telling me if we were on Twitch right now, we'd have a hype train going.
Hey, there is water in this.
True.
Actually, there's nothing that I'm
There's water in here.
I'm out of my drink.
You out of your
But
drink?
I got a cup. Did y'all see? I got a cup now.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're out of Dr. Pepper. That means we're at DEFCON 1.
What? No. Hold on.
I have Dr. Pepper, but I have to go to bed. Look, I can reach right here. Oh wait, never mind. Sad day. I gotta.
We are at DEFCON 1, people. Jenny is out of Dr. Pepper.
I have more.
We're saved.
Okay, good.
We are saved. Okay.
I have more.
No, but Jenny's out of Dr. Pepper.
We're saved. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper with cream soda.
Ooh.
Kaylee's like, why'd you grab my Dr. Pepper?
I knew
It's
about the Dr.
mine, and
Cream
if you want
soda
to
before y'all
fight,
did because they introduced it at my work.
Kaylee just said she'd beat me down.
I'd watch that. I do my bad Howard Cosell impression doing the play-by-play.
Wait, can we sell tickets to it? Okay,
Hello, this is Howard Cosell, ABC's Wide World of Sports, live in Portland, Oregon, for the fight of the.
And it's
that's what I said, Portland, Oregon. I'm Howard Cosell.
Hillsboro,
Oregon.
I'm 25 miles away from Portland.
Well, we'd have it at the arena in Portland.
No, we wouldn't. I'm not driving out to the Moda Center. You know who goes out to the Moda Center?
I've only took the tracks. Was it tracks? That's the name of the light rail, right? Or what's the name of the light?
Close. The Max.
The Max. I took the Max to the Oregon State Convention Center, which, by the way, that building has crappy reception because I had no cell phone reception in that building.
Yeah, that's not much better now. Chase!
I was just about to click on that.
There's Chase.
Yay, Chase! Well, he's a busy man.
Ender's Game is an interesting movie, Thomas. I love the ending, but at the same time, I was actually rooting for the little guy. And then his response when he found out, I thought was the best line ever. Talking about the genocide that he committed and that he was fooled to do, he was tricked into doing.
It's a good movie and a good book.
I thought that was a pretty good job that for a young actor to pull that off.
Mhm.
I was actually impressed with his acting abilities. Too bad we haven't seen much of him since, but I was really impressed by that.
I know there were talks about making the second book because it's a series.
Yeah, but they didn't. It didn't get good reviews.
Yeah,
it didn't get good reviews. That's why. No, but the thing I liked about it, and Ajo is a pretty good actor, and that classic line I love from him was like, "I will always be known," by this, and the stain in my I can't imagine. But it made me feel for the guy. It's like, I don't know how I would live with myself if I did that. And then he goes and works with the queen at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time, y'all don't play Jackbox, so y'all won't understand the comment I was gonna make. So never mind.
Well, that doesn't stop you. You make Doctor Who comments all the time, and I've never seen an episode of it.
Yeah, what are you waiting for? I mean, Modern Who's on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have HBO Max for starters.
I have it free.
Why? Okay, name one thing that I might be interested in watching on HBO Max, and I'll consider it.
Babylon 5 and Doctor Who.
I own
Linda
Babylon
Carter,
5,
Wonder Woman.
Remastered. I own Babylon 5 Remastered. What was the next one?
Linda Carter's Wonder Woman.
The Justice League.
That's the 70s?
Yeah.
And the new one too.
All the new Wonder Woman series.
No,
all the DC animated movies, which
King
are better
Kong.
than the live action.
The new King Kong.
Right now, I'm watching. Even though they're not out yet, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm watching the Mighty Ducks. Right now.
Oh, so wait, so you're caught up on episode 4 of Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it yet.
At the end of the episode, I was like, dude.
I wasn't surprised. I predicted that in episode 2.
I know what it is.
That was going to happen.
I know what it is. I know what he want to watch on HBO. He want to watch The Nanny.
This is why, I agree with Chase. We're gonna start a GoFundMe for you,
so you can get the HBO Max, the Disney Plus,
a horror film called The Last Cruise.
Jenny's trying to get us to spend money on HBO Max.
Look at Adventure aboard an ill-fated Diamond Princess cruise that was the center of the. It's a documentary.
Yeah.
Spoiler. On what?
What? All I said was dude. So all I said was dude.
This might be interesting.
On Falcon and Winter Soldier. Okay.
This is interesting. It's talking about the first big outbreak of COVID-19 on the Princess right outside of
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's already on YouTube too.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was out there.
Yeah. Oh no, that's been out there. It's actually boring to watch. I tried watching it on YouTube and I couldn't get beyond 10 minutes of it. Because it starts off that everybody's doing great, they're having a wonderful time. Then one person gets it, everybody doesn't seem too worried about it, and then of course it goes downhill, and that's where it gets boring. The problem
Young Sheldon's on here.
I have Young Sheldon because of Paramount Plus. No, but what gets boring about it is instead of focusing maybe on one or two families, they focus a little bit on Robert, a little bit on Scott, a little bit on Jenny, a little bit on Jay, a little bit on Nathaniel, a little bit, and they just bounce all over the place. There's no chemistry with it. I mean, maybe you could sprinkle those in, but it needed to have a central focus point in the story. But they were trying to capture, the essence of how everybody felt, and I felt like that took away from the overall production of it.
I mean, I recommend the McMillions documentary on HBO and The Lady in the Dale.
I haven't seen that one either. So where's Doctor Who on? What network? Besides the BBC?
It's BBC. It's BBC.
But if you want modern Who, it's HBO Max. If you want classic Who, it's BritBox.
Which you can get
BritBox
through. You can get BritBox through Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
As an add-on.
Amazon Prime. Oh,
For like
well,
$7.
we have Hulu. We already have Hulu on ours. The Hulu TV one, which comes with quite a few things already. So it's like a TV program now.
Doctor Who's really good.
Chase is
Yes.
saying BBC,
Mm-hmm.
BBC America, or HBO Max. Oh.
But if you want classic Who, it's BritBox, along with Are You Being Served and Rumpole of the Bailey.
Yeah, I have BritBox. I have BritBox and Acorn.
Oh.
My dad likes to watch a lot of murder mysteries.
I'd watch that,
Wait.
Thomas.
Wait,
I'd
what?
watch that.
Chase? No, hang on. I want to see what Chase is. Where'd you guys go? Where'd Chase go?
He's right there. What are you talking about?
No, he made a comment.
About
Yeah,
what?
Chase.
What?
I know we're only getting 6 episodes, but they're putting a lot of content
that's
in
it
these
right there.
6 episodes.
Are you kidding me? Only 6?
COVID.
Because we're already on episode 4.
Yeah, I know. And there's supposed to be a really big cameo in episode 5.
Did you watch the Did you read the comics? What this is loosely based on?
No.
So, do you know who the next Captain America is supposed to be?
Well, I was told that at one point.
Well,
Hold on. He's frozen. Hold on.
who? Me or Robert?
Robert.
Hmm.
It's a great frozen face of him.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, you still there?
Oh.
Uh-oh. We may have lost him.
Yeah, we might have lost him. I'll wait for him to come back to continue discussing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove him for now, so we don't have to get creeped out with his face staring down at
We
us.
still see it in the back. We
There's
still
been
see it on the back
True.
page.
There's been some good comments in Discord going on from Joker too, by the way.
Well, Joker just needs to get onto Facebook or YouTube for now.
True.
Yeah. Robert's is still there.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
just
just
got kicked.
Okay. I wonder if he lost power or something.
The freezing wouldn't happen if you were all on Twitch, Joker says. I still get the alert notification from Discord.
we're just considering it, Joker. Okay.
Yes, Thomas, it has to do with the comics. I was kind of waiting for Robert to come back on to discuss it.
Well, good. We can talk about Doctor Who now.
I recommend starting. I don't want recommendations for Doctor Who.
It's a good
Doctor
show.
Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
I mean, I'll admit
Doctor
I
Who.
haven't seen all of them, but I've seen enough.
Doctor Who.
Wait.
Doctor Who.
You're
Doctor
marrying
Who.
you're gonna put a ring on it with someone who's seen like every single Doctor Who and you haven't watched them all?
I'm
I
working
haven't
on
seen
it.
every
Do you understand what you're doing to yourself? You are committing yourself. Once you put a ring on that finger, you're committing yourself to watch all the Doctor Who's.
1 hour, 12 minutes, 40 seconds. Took him long enough.
Because I'll tell you right now, my wife, when she first met me, right, when she got married or when she got engaged to me, she knew that she was making a commitment to watch all the Star Treks with me. Right, Jen?
I haven't seen all the Doctor Who's yet either, so
Jen
don't
just
worry.
said yes, by the way.
Don't forget the
Nathaniel,
Marvel.
stop. She did say yes. Because as a loving partner, Scott, you will be required. Why do you think I ended up watching Twilight? Why do you think I ended up watching The Hunger Games?
I already have a mile-long list of all the Disney movies he's never seen.
Yep.
My wife's like, I did not force you to watch it, right? So she's referring to Twilight. Even though, yay, look, the new Twilight 5-disc set is out from Best Buy. And then I was like, no, Jen, it's $50. She's like, or you could buy them for $20 each. I'm like, okay, we'll go get them. Right? Save myself a little bit of cash. Call up, right? And so I'm like, yeah, my name is Jay. I want to get the Twilight movie. And they're like, well, we don't have any coffee, sir. Right? I'm like, do you have any coffees anywhere? And they're like, yeah, we do. We have one out in Tualatin, which is a 45-minute drive. Not Tualatin, sorry. What town is that? No, Troutdale. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not Tualatin, Troutdale. All the way down past the Portland airport. So because of that, I drove all the way out there. But first, to guarantee that I could get it, I had to pay for it over the phone. So nobody else, because they said, oh, well, all we can do is we can try to hold it for you, but if somebody else comes in and pays cash, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not driving out there on the chance I may not be able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'll just pay for it now. So then I went all the way out there, 45 minutes, and then came all the way back. Right? Jen barely said thank you, I love you, and then went to bed. Well, she had to get up early. But she ended up watching it all the next day. So then, because of the fact I bought this, yeah, I felt obligated to watch it all.
Oh, Robert says his internet just went down.
Aw.
Jen's like, I do not force you. No, Jen, we don't call it force when you're in love and married to somebody, because I would start a fight. You're obligated to watch it. I'm just letting you know. Because what else are you gonna do? Are you gonna hide in the bedroom, Scott, when she's watching something you don't want to watch? No, you're not. You're gonna be out there in that living room, sitting there. You'll be doing what she does right here. When she doesn't want to watch something I'm watching,
I don't think I met Scott. I met Scott. I don't think I met a show that Scott did not want to watch.
Mm.
Him and I have very similar taste in shows.
See,
but I agree.
10 is my 10 is my doctor, too. Followed by 4. 10's a number, and so is 4. They're not doctors. Unless you tell me like the character. Unless
you
the
need
character's
to watch
name is
it to
10.
know, Jay.
You need to watch Doctor Who.
No, I don't need to watch anything. I might watch it. And I said I said I might pick one season to follow, and you guys haven't gotten back to me on that.
Well, there's too many good seasons. Okay.
Or series, not season, series. Which one has the shortest seasons to it?
No.
Yes, let's do that.
So if you want to start with Doctor Who, I would go.
No. I don't want to start with Doctor
I would go with Doctor 8. That's the beginning of Doctor Who. So, but 10's really good.
Which one has the shortest seasons?
They're
10.
all
That's a lie. Hey, you didn't even think about that one. You're like 10. Damn it, you're gonna watch 10. Thomas says season, series, and I can Google this, guys, to see if you're telling me the truth. Dad, can we watch Doctor Who?
Yes, Nathaniel. Yes, Nathaniel. We can watch Doctor Who.
Jenny says you can be more than happy to go over to her house and watch Doctor Who with her.
Okay, you have to pay for my plane ticket though.
And his hotel.
And my hotel.
and his pepperoni pizza with white sauce only.
He's young enough that he can sleep on the couch.
Wait, what? He can say that at the couch, but we can't? I see how this is.
I don't know if you want to sleep on the couch.
Double standards, really, Jenny?
I hope you like dog licks.
And cats. And cat biscuits.
And cats.
And cats, okay, that's fine.
You're not going to Texas.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But you're going to move here, right?
We're not moving there. I already said you guys need to move to Oregon. It's beautiful here.
It's too cold.
It's still daylight. No, it's not. It's a beautiful day.
It is cold. Y'all wearing jackets. Who wears jackets in
This
April?
Is not a jacket.
You were wearing a jacket this morning. I saw you wearing a jacket this morning. Don't make me pull up those videos.
I was wearing a sweater, not a jacket.
Well, same thing.
This is coming from the girl who said that 80 feels cold outside.
It
80 degrees and a chill breeze.
actually can, depending on where you are.
You're talking to a guy who lived in. You're talking to a guy who lived in Yuma, Arizona for 4 years.
Okay, so it's 66 where you are, and it's 63 where I am right now. But we did have a small cold front come in.
Chase says the 2005.
Yep, I agree, Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But Thomas is saying series 1, the 9th Doctor, is only 13 episodes.
No, but Chase is saying that you should watch the series 1 because that is for beginners.
No, I don't care about beginners. The more questions I have about it, the more I won't be intrigued, and the more proof I'll have the why I shouldn't watch it. Okay,
Doctor
you're
Who's
not
amazing.
thinking like I'm thinking, Chase.
And
Gotta
Chase
help
looks
me out.
Chase looks just like his cosplay. He looks just like 10.
Yep.
Who, Chase says?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I have no idea who 10 is.
We
You
just
know,
just need to fix this.
Doctor Who, Dad. How do you not know this?
Well, I'll tell you what. I already said I will watch a season all the way through if you watch all of Stargate Universe. I'll even let you choose a season or series we watch.
okay, that's probably the most longest one, guys.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be 10. You already said 10. You've been trying to sell me on 10.
10's good. But 10 goes through more than one series.
It's true.
There's only one series.
No, you don't understand the difference between series and doctors. It's not a new doctor for each series.
I don't care if it's a series. Doctor Who, right? The 9th incarnation of the Doctor.
You want to watch the 10th
How many series are there? How many
incarnation.
series are there? Like 75, I guess.
I have no clue how many seasons of series there is.
Because I assume every time they do a new Doctor, they do a new series off of it,
No.
right?
Nope.
Nope.
So what is this? Like a quantum leap that changes Doctors?
Sort of.
Oh god, one of those shows.
Okay, so there is 26 seasons of Doctor Who.
That's it for 10
Hold on, no.
Doctors.
That's when 26 seasons of Doctor Who from 1963 to 1989, plus one film. Now there's 12 series from 2005 to present. There's 862 with 97
and people
missing.
follow this. They
Mhm.
can't even. Why can't they say like Doctor Who: The Next Generation, Doctor Who: Deep Space Nine, Doctor Who: Voyager?
I was about to say you'll sit through all the episodes of Trek, but you won't sit down and watch Doctor Who.
I've been on a Voyager kick the last few days. Just got done watching the one with the Borg and Seven rejoins the collective. Which, as much as I like that episode, I can definitely tell it was rushed to be completed. I did like it. I would have loved to seen more backstory about.
Are you talking about Unimatrix Zero?
No, I'm talking about Dark Frontier.
Oh, okay.
So Dark Frontier is when she goes back and temporarily rejoins the collective, and then she realizes she made a mistake. I would have loved to seen more of the build up to that, and then her moral confliction with it. I would have liked to seen more of. But all we
more. Is that the one where she joins like the three other people? A Borg on that planet?
No, that's Unimatrix Zero.
That's Unimatrix Zero. No, but this one is the Queen. The Queen has been getting into her dreams of like the last few episodes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. When she's regenerating.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to show why Janeway won't let her go, even though the crew's telling her, "Let her go. She betrayed us." She's not there, and Janeway's like, "No, she is still a member of this team." And she deserves the right to be rescued, even though she gave no indication she wanted to be rescued. Because she made a choice, but what was hard from an audience perspective, at least my perspective, is the whole fact that you never understood why she did it. I mean, they didn't talk about family. I mean, they kind of hinted at the Hansons, and about studying the Borg, but it didn't really put two to two together of like why she would want to go back. Did she want to go back to be closer to her family? Did she want to go back because she missed? She kind of hinted at in other episodes later down the road. She didn't really hint it in this episode. And she hinted at it in Star Trek Picard too, just for reference. That there's a certain lure. Once you get past the assimilation process, there's a part of you that wants to naturally go back to the collective. Because she hinted when she became the Queen, she's like, I may not want to come back again.
Mm-hmm.
That scared her before she even took on the role as a queen and got those spikes in her back.
It's like it's like an addiction.
It is an addiction. You're absolutely right.
Once you become Borg and you break that addiction, it takes all your might to not go back to that addiction.
Because you see how fast Picard falls too. I mean, when he talked to Hugh, the first
Yeah.
time, and how
Mhm.
easily he snapped back into his Borg mentality, and how he challenged it. Picard, though, held on to his anger, and I think that's what got Picard through it,
Yeah.
was his anger and hatred towards the Borg and what they did to him. But deep down, part of him even desired it. You saw it again in First Contact when he was sitting there and he could hear the voices in his head. You know, part of him was probably drawn to that, the whole aspect. And I think that's what they were trying to demonstrate without saying it, but I felt like they kind of missed the mark. But I forgive it again because this is the early 90s, or late 90s, not early 90s, sorry.
Mhm.
This is the late 90s, and I appreciate what they were trying to do. And I appreciate that Janeway was being the voice of reason. But then again, this kind of goes back and forth on her character being a little bipolar, not due to anything with Kate Mulgrew.
No.
I
but the writing.
completely blame that on the writing, because in another episode, if she would have done that with a different writer, Kate would have probably been the one that was against it, and the crew would be probably the ones trying to help her to come to terms. Like, no, you can't leave her there. You can't abandon her. You know what I mean? It's like there is no consistency in the character story developments. But overall, I like the episode. I thought it was pretty good. It's just I can't wait to see what they do in the second season, and I'm kind of hoping they do more with the Borg again, especially since they have Seven of Nine's character.
Mhm.
I'm really hoping they give us a little more backstory with Seven Eyes' character.
Oh yeah,
Like maybe like a flashback from her coming back from the Voyager, that type of stuff. Like I want to see a
Well, have you read Endgame or not Endgame? Have you read the book when they came
no.
back? Oh, well, her and
Like, I don't
Chakotay decided to end it.
I don't consider any books canon towards
Oh,
the
okay.
movie to the TV and movie side.
Well, the thing I like about what the new show's doing, at least with Picard, they're tying in some parts of books here and there. So
Because there's so many. The problem about books and tying into storyline is you can read it, but that's just one writer's view,
yeah,
and then you can
one
read the
writer's
same style book with another different writing style,
Mhm.
view. They can write where Janeway and Chakotay have kids. Not Janeway, sorry. Seven and Nine and
I would
Chakotay have
agree with
kids.
you up to probably like 10 years ago. They did the same thing, and this is Kristen Beyer actually is one of the writers on Discovery. Was formerly with Powell Books when they brought her on. So now what they're doing to save from that, Jenny, is now they're only having a core group of writers. They're no longer opening it up to everybody else, and they're trying to do their best. But here's the problem, sometimes another writer might say, I don't really like this. I'm going to change it and do my own thing.
Yeah, it's just
But on the same token, at least in the book series, they all try to build off of what the other writers said. So that's kind of cool because have you guys know who David Mack is, right?
Yeah.
And who some of the other ones are, right? They're a whole core group of them. They used to always go to the Star Trek convention.
yeah.
Dayton Ward, who's my favorite of all those authors, would always talk about it. It's like because he would talk about on the G&T show that, yeah, when he was working on a new book, he would always consult, always get the notes from the previous author, and find out where to move the stories forward with the characters. So I thought that was kind of cool. But you're absolutely right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent. I do want to defend the book authors a little bit by saying, they're trying now. They're trying, but it's hard.
I just know.
Yeah,
And
it's
also,
hard.
I don't like. What if somebody is not a reader? That meant now they have to read a book before they
Yeah.
watch the show. Like
Yeah.
there's just more things for people to do. Like people watch TV because it's I don't want to say mindless, but they don't have
Yeah.
to like sit there and read a book and focus on it. They can have it in the background and still watch and still focus on it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Well, look
you're
at the
right,
Countdown
Thomas.
comics.
Movies
They
and
looked at the
canons.
Countdown.
Yeah, I never did the Countdown comics either, but those are a little bit better.
Yeah, but I'm saying they showed Picard getting the new ship. They said they talked about Worf getting the Enterprise, even though we don't know what happens after that.
I just
So
don't.
we'll see.
You'll see. But you're right, Thomas. The movies are not canon either. To the shows, as in to the shows. Oh, speaking of
See,
movies,
I
we
don't
already
know.
talked
See,
about that.
this is
Never
where I
mind.
have a hard time with this. When people tell me that, oh, now new things aren't part of the canon, because the old definition of canon is if it was aired, it's canon.
Yeah,
And then,
but I think
now
he's
they're
saying the
saying
movies
movies
are not
aren't.
connected with the shows. Like shows are all canon, but some movies aren't connected to shows.
Are you talking about like Star Trek 6?
I think he's talking about JJ Verse. Are you talking about JJ Verse? Because JJ Verse is
Well,
not
that's an
canon.
alternate universe.
Yeah.
Even my fan
That's
fiction I write,
Calvin-verse.
we don't try to keep in touch with the Prime Universe. We call, we're a mirror universe. We're not mirror as in the mirror universe. We're just our own universe. We call it the Chris universe, KRISS, which literally stands for mirror universe. But we incorporate Star Trek Online, we incorporate the Star Trek Picard and all the other series as best as we can. But we do ignore some things. Mainly anything that doesn't fit with our current plot line. But that's a fun thing. You can always find ways to either add it in later to the plot line so it makes more sense. And that's, like I said, that's kind of the cool thing about that whole thing. Oh, yes. Speaking of like universes, do you guys watch YouTube a lot as when it comes to people's fan theories about how certain things came to be in the Kelvin universe?
On occasion, just depends on what it is.
Well, I found this guy to be interesting. I don't know his thing. I don't know his username off the top of my head, but I found one thing that he said to be kind of interesting, how the Kelvin universe has been affected by the Borg and how everything's changed, why the ships are bigger and what they learned. They didn't exactly say that they used Borg technology, but the reason why, according to him and according to some of the backstories that he's read in the books, the reason why the Enterprise is like almost twice the size of the original is because they learn that they need bigger ships, bigger weapons to take out something like the Narada.
I can kind of see that because also it explains the more technology base with JJ Verse.
Yeah.
If it was, affected by the Borg some way, because that's a problem I had, and they did fix it with it was Into Darkness, I think. They fixed some of the issues they had because it was supposed to be, TOS age.
Yeah.
With the technology, and granted, this is newer, it wasn't back in the 60s, but they still need to make it a little more that frames. But it makes sense. If they did that, then it would make more sense about why they have touchscreens instead of buttons, and why they have moving screens up here. Like I know it's just because it's newer and they want to make it look fancier.
But they could easily explain that. They could easily explain that because the Klingon virus is nasty, and they did not have it. They did not have an answer for it even 100 years later in their little war with the Federation. I mean, I would have loved to seen a Battlestar Galactica explanation of it. The reason why Adama. Did you guys watch the Reimagined series in 2004?
No. Oh, I have.
So you knew that that the main reason why that ship wasn't destroyed is because it was all analog still. You literally had to tell the computer what he wanted to do. It was not synced up. There was no high speed. There was no connection networks. It was literally it was a museum, basically. It was about ready to be decommissioned and turned into a museum. And it and another ship survived because their upgrades weren't completed yet either. And they kept them off because of it. But so that's the whole point. It's like that could easily have explained why you went from a touchscreen to why they're doing buttons now.
I mean, they did it. It's like Discovery. They fixed Discovery with some of the technology that Discovery's not supposed to have yet.
Yeah.
So they did fix that in the next season, which is good. But yeah.
Yeah. We probably should wrap it up because Jenny does need to get in bed.
I do have to go to bed early.
Brian, we will answer the question and we'll probably be wrapping this up. Is it true JJ's directing the new movie in June 2022?
No, not that
I don't remember seeing he's directing it.
I don't think the director has been chosen yet.
Yeah, the director has not been announced, and what I understand is we're not sure if it's going to be the Kelvin timeline or the Prime Universe.
We just know it's a new Star Trek movie. That's all we really know.
Well, what we do know is it could be an animated movie. We have 2 series coming out. It could be Discovery based. It could be Picard based. It could be TNG. It could be any of those.
All we know is the Star Trek movies coming out in the near future. That's really all we know right now.
Yeah. And as soon as we know more information, we'd be more than happy to share it with you guys.
And I think that's why they didn't. I'm going to pass on this real quick. I think that's why they did not announce it on First Contact Day. Because they don't have a lot of information.
Or maybe it has to do with Michelle Yeoh. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We have no clue.
Yeah, touching on that real quick, I did hear it's a rumor that it might actually be the Section 31 series we're supposed to get, just all in one as a movie or something. They're like you're talking about theory wise. That's one I've heard.
Yeah. Okay.
But
that's an option.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh's a phenomenal actress. But okay, guys. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Well, actually, it's our show, but thanks anyways for because
Yes.
when I started this a year ago, I wasn't sure if we were going to be doing this a year later.
Yeah.
But you two have been a big reason for it. No, I'm serious. I
And we
want to
just
thank
get
you
on and
guys.
chit chat, which is nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
We had
Yeah.
top 9 viewers. Thank you, 9 viewers.
Yep. Thank you guys. I mean, so when we started this, I really appreciate you guys. And I hope we can continue this going forward. And we will have more. We'll be doing weekly episodes. We might have to miss episodes here or there because of other conflicts, like this. But we can talk about that another day. But like for example, I will be gone for a whole week in July on the 4th of July weekend, so we won't be doing. But we'll keep you guys updated. Our primary goal is to do weekly episodes still on Wednesday nights. If that changes, we will definitely let you know, and we will definitely look at Twitch.
Yes, we will.
Thank you, Joker. I appreciate that. He says, "Great stream. Thank you." All right, live long and prosper. Have a great night,
guys.
Night, guys.
Thank you, Chase. Have a great night.